People are dunking on this whole winter boots thing, and I get both sides. I think the whole winter boots thing does seem like the 2020 black square on your Instagram profile thing. But all at the same time, it's like, okay, this might be like the first step in getting people who have never been politically engaged into being politically engaged. Sometimes it will feel like that's coming too late, and you have to reckon with those feelings as someone who has been involved with political activism of why couldn't they have this realization come to them earlier? Why couldn't it have come to them during the genocide? But also, those of us who have been, involved in organizing and stuff, do need to be like, okay, let's harness this energy. And also, people who are doing this winter boots thing need to realize you aren't going to be revolutionaries like the ones you read in your books. You're not even going to be revolutionaries like the ones you saw in the 60s and the 50s and the 70s. That's just not what's going to happen. Especially, off the bat, January 29th, you're not going to be out there, overthrowing the government. That's just not what's going to happen. But also, you need to realize you don't need to be doing that. You don't need to be, in the black bloc when it comes to a march or, some sort of direct action. You don't need to do that as your foray into this. Your foray into activism can be something like volunteering at your local food bank, volunteering at your local library. Libraries need it, especially libraries being a wealth of knowledge, as we see how these mega corporations try and prevent people accessing knowledge. It can be something like starting weekly dinner with your friends where you also establish mutual aid. So you guys have a pot where you put the money in, and one person is going to have the money where you have an emergency and you need to use that money, and everyone's okay with that because the next time someone else is going to use the pot once it's refilled, Those things will count as activism. You don't need to get right into saying, I'm Katniss Everdeen, I need to lead a revolution, because I'll be honest, most people aren't Katniss Everdeen. Most people aren't, Angela Davies. But you don't need to be to get involved with this. So when we, as people who are more already involved in political activism, see people getting, these inklings and these ideas of it, it would be easy to be like, "Ugh, it's just annoying the way they're going about it. Why couldn't this happen earlier? Why can't they know all the things I know?" But they don't. So you need to foster that. But also, when you're the person who's starting out saying the winter boots thing, you need to realize you need to get into this gradually, because you're not going to all of a sudden become the face of a revolution. You could simply be someone who helps out in your local community, and that is doing 1,000 times more than you dreaming of becoming Katniss Everdeen. And I hate having to use a fictional example, but that's the one most people know.